The Oni Katana versus the RGX Blade. Which is the better melee in Valorant? We have one of the most hyped up releases of all time, compared to a knife that lets you change the colors throughout the match. These two melees are obviously going to be pretty similar in shape, which is why I chose to compare them in this video. One thing that the RGX Blade has going for it above the Katana is that you can change the colors whenever you want by inspecting it. This is a pretty cool feature to all the RGX weapons, and it helps you make the skin your own. On the other hand though, the Oni Katana has much cooler animations. I mean, you get to unsheath it and see an Oni mask in the reflection, which is crazy. There's nothing wrong with the animations for RGX, it's still good, but in this case, the Katana I think is much better. I also think the sound design on the Katana is much better, but take a listen and let me know what you think. Another thing worth mentioning is the variance, and I think that the Oni Katana wins here as well, just because more is actually changing. On the RGX, it's just the two main colors, whereas with the variance on the Katana, it almost feels like an entirely new melee. The black and gold variant even has this like striped pattern along the blade, which I love. Now, probably the most important thing between these two skins is the price. The RGX Blade is pretty expensive at 4,350 Valorant points, but that's actually cheaper than the Oni Katana, which is a staggering 5,350 Valorant points. I think Riot knew just how keen everyone would be on this Katana and decided to bump up the price a little. So with all that in mind, if you're deciding between these two melees, I think you should go with the Oni Katana, unless you're short 1,000 Valorant points, which is the difference between these two. And as far as I'm concerned, the only downside to the Katana in this case is that it's a tiny bit more expensive. But yeah, unless you're super keen on the glowing lights of RGX, the Oni 2.0 melee is probably better in this case, but let me know what you think.